I rise to request that the Senate adjourn in memory of Dennis Peron. It is with great sadness that I need to rise today because Dennis Peron was an icon and a trailblazer in San Francisco and, frankly, around the world. He was the father, in many ways, of the medical cannabis movement. He passed away at the age of 71. Dennis was a businessman. He was an LGBT rights and HIV activist, and one of the most important leaders of the cannabis legalization movement in our country. He was born in the Bronx in New York in 1946 and grew up on Long Island. In 1966, during the Vietnam War, he enlisted in the US Air Force. It was in Vietnam where he first encountered cannabis. After the war ended, Dennis moved to San Francisco and became a central figure in the LGBT and cannabis communities in the Haight-Ashbury neighborhood and in my own neighborhood, the Castro. In fact, he lived just a few blocks from me on the same street. As the AIDS epidemic overtook San Francisco, Dennis befriended Mary Jane Rathburn, a hospital volunteer and waitress. Dennis and Mary would meet at Cafe Flore on Market Street in the Castro and begin a California movement that would change our state and our country. Dennis and Mary realized the health benefits of cannabis, and they would bake and distribute cannabis brownies for AIDS patients, as it would assist them with sleep. It would stop the nausea that was so often caused by HIV medications. And it would also stimulate their appetites so that they would eat and stop losing weight. In 1990, Dennis lost his partner, Jonathan West, to AIDS. Dennis would later say, "In my pain, I decided to leave Jonathan a legacy of love. I made it my moral pursuit to let everyone know about Jonathan's life, his death, and his use of marijuana, and how it gave him dignity in his final days." The following year, in 1991, Dennis organized and played a key role in passing San Francisco's Proposition P, a resolution calling on the state of California to permit medical cannabis. Later in 1991, Dennis co-founded the San Francisco Cannabis Buyers Club, which was the first public cannabis dispensary in our country. In 1996, Dennis co-wrote Proposition 215, the Compassionate Use Act of 1996, which, as colleagues, as you know, legalized medical cannabis in California. 1 month before Election Day, Dennis was arrested at his San Francisco Cannabis Buyers Club. As you know, Prop 215 passed with almost 56% of the vote, and it has spread to various states in this country. Simply put, this gay HIV activist from San Francisco changed the world. Later in his life, Dennis owned and operated a 20-acre cooperative cannabis farm in Lake County. With over 200 patients as part of the farm, Dennis would grow and give living plants to all of the members. Dennis Peron was not in it for the money. He was in it for the people. He opposed Props 19 and 64, which ultimately legalized adult use of cannabis, because in his view, all marijuana was medicinal. Now, just this past year, Dennis was recognized by the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. When accepting his recognition, Dennis said, quote, "I came to San Francisco to find love and to change the world. I found love only to lose him through AIDS. We changed the world. Through the legalization of marijuana, we have a kinder America." Dennis is survived by his husband, John Entwistle, and his brothers, Jeffrey and Brian. He made such an impact on the people of California, and we send our very heartfelt condolences to his family and his many friends. Dennis, you changed the world, and colleagues, I ask that we adjourn in memory of Dennis Peron.
Thank you, Senator Wiener, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Dennis Peron and his family and his contributions to medical cannabis, the LGBT community, and HIV.